Hey guys, you're watching Dansky, the place to be to develop your creative skills, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to easily create a digital glitch effect all inside Premiere Pro CC 2019. So this is the latest version of Premiere Pro from me. I'm not sure when this was added, but it's an effect that I've started using recently in some of my work. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to show you how to create this now. And you can apply this to any kind of footage, text, whatever it is in Premiere Pro. So first of all, we can select the type tool, and we could click anywhere and type some text, or you can use the shortcut, which is up here. We go to graphics. Just make sure you've got your timeline selected, graphics, new layer, and you've got text there with a shortcut, Command or Control T. That's a really quick way to just create some text. And up here we have effect controls. So if you're not on that tab, just switch over to there, toggle down the text layer, and you can specify your font, all those different font properties, your font size. So I'm going to put this in the middle, and I'm just going to double click to edit and type glitch. And we'll just scale this up so you can see what's actually happening here. So there we go, we've got our text, and we can extend this or make it shorter depending on how long we would like it to be. And just make sure the playhead is at the beginning. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add this effect. So if you go to your effects panel here, and if you don't see any of this, by the way, just go up to Window, down to Workspaces, and I'm using something very similar to the default editing workspace. So what we're going to do is do a search for glitch, and you can see we have VR digital glitch here. You see these glitch effects below, they're from something called Motion Array. It's a platform that's paid for, so you'll need to buy these ones, but you can get loads of glitch effects and everything from all over the internet, and this is the one here that we're going to be using that comes with Premiere Pro. So we'll click on digital glitch, drag this onto the piece of footage or the text, and you can see it does this. And if we go back up to effect controls, we can see VR digital glitch, and we've got a few properties under here. So we're going to ignore the point of interest in the POI scale, POI aspect for now because they're less relevant. So we have the master amplitude first. This one essentially is like the overall control for how much glitchiness you're going to have. So if you set that to 0, you can see no glitch. If we go to 100, maximum glitch. Now if I click distortion, we'll just toggle this down. We get a lot of different settings. Now I'm going to run through these now, but to be honest, the best way to experiment with these is literally just to play around, look at what each one does. You can see the changes happening in real time, and it just enables you to fine tune your glitch. So color distortion, you can see this actually really does like distort the color on the text. So I'm going to leave that at 0 for now. So it kind of shifts the text out of line with itself. We've got the geometry distortion for the X, Y, and the Z axes. So you can see here, we're going across the X axis, the Y, and the Z axis, or Z for my American audience. Okay, so distortion complexity. So we could crank this all the way up. You can see it becomes almost like particles, or we can bring this all the way down, and it becomes something like very retro. Kind of like an era that you'd see on like a Nintendo or Sega back in the day. The 90s. Okay, distortion rate. So you can see here that if we crank this up, you can rapidly increase the rate of distortion or decrease it. So if you crank up that and distortion complexity, you literally can eviscerate your text. It's incredible. And then you've got the evolution here, which essentially enables you to, well, this is good for animation, but you can just adjust how all of these distortion particles look. So we've got color evolution there. We're going to leave that one. Transform. Essentially, this is just a bit more control, exactly how you'd like your glitch effect to look. So this looks kind of cool. And we've got subsettings. These are kind of a really good way to affect the overall glitch effect on your text or your piece of footage, but without actually going back and adjusting all of these properties. You might have fine-tuned this, you're happy with it, but you just want to dial it back or dial it in a bit more. So you can see sub-influence here is a really good way to do that whilst keeping the same kind of effect that I've spent ages creating with the settings above. And then we've got scaling here as well. So again, this is a really good way to just quickly increase the scale, that looks terrible, or decrease it without needing to go back and adjust everything and fine-tune it. So it could go for something like this. That looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is just to make sure my playhead is at the beginning. So we're definitely at 0. And then if I go to master amplitude, and I'm just going to toggle a keyframe animation here. Now you can go through and do this individually for all of these different things, and you can have one glitch effect morph into another glitch effect. You can get really creative, but you can just about see here, there's a little keyframe right there, and it's set at 100. Now if I just scrub along a little bit here with the playhead, we'll move this on a bit, and then what I'm going to do is set that master amplitude all the way back to 0. If I scrub to the beginning and hit spacebar to play, you'll see it goes from glitch all the way to normal text. And I could bring this keyframe a bit closer so that effect plays out a little bit quicker. You could even do it the other way around, or what we could do is let's just do one more, but we're going to go completely bonkers and try and just create the most crazy thing that I can with this effect. Literally, there we go. Whatever that is, looks like an octopus. You got the tentacles, maybe the head over here. Regardless of what it is, you can see that you can create an awesome glitch effect very quickly and easily with this VR digital glitch effect. And then once you've spent like a bazillion years fine-tuning your glitch and you've got a glitch effect that you're really happy with, but you don't really want to go through and create it like that all over again because it took you hours, just simply select VR digital glitch over here in the effect controls window. Right click, select save preset, my awesome glitch, give it a name. Just leave scale as the type, click OK. And then if we just go back to our effects panel, you'll see in presets, we have my awesome glitch. So if I just clear this from what I've got on the timeline, so there we go, the text is just completely back to normal. All I've got to do to apply this is grab this from my presets folder, drag it onto the footage or the text, and that preset with those specific effects is all applied. And there we go, there's a really quick way to add a digital glitch effect to your text, to your footage, all in Premiere Pro CC 2019. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you've got any questions or comments, please do drop those down below. But as always, like this video if you enjoyed it, take care, and I'll see you next time.